Well, let's begin with the thyroid. It's very simple to find the thyroid point. Just make a circle about the same size as a quarter under the big toe, exactly as you see here. Then you will make another circle under the other big toe in the same place. Take the red pen and begin to fill in this circle. This zone corresponds to the thyroid, a gland located along the central axis of the body. We will find a right side portion and a left side portion. Wait a few minutes for the color to dry, and then we will begin to stimulate that zone. The first few times, we can stimulate these zones with the massage movement we suggested for beginners. This is, after all, a complicated movement, and to tell the truth, in the beginning, I took more than a month to get it right. So this is the real massage stimulation as it should be performed. As I explained before in the video dedicated to the stimulation, sedation, and massage movements for beginners, this is the real way to stimulate the thyroid. But in the beginning, stick with the massage movement for beginners. Here, we see the thyroid zone highlighted, and you can proceed calmly to stimulate it as seen here in the video. In this video, I am alternating the real massage movements and the beginner's optional movement more adapted for you as a beginner. It will take you a month also, maybe more. There is no set learning time. Some learn it immediately, others take a week, others take a month like I did, and others I know still haven't learned after a few months. The important thing is to provide a stimulus, so you should work these points carefully. Don't worry, sooner or later this will come to you if you practice. For the moment, those massage movements indicated for beginners will suffice. Let's move on to the pituitary gland. To find the pituitary gland, start with the big toe. And if you are a careful observer, you should start with the point where the concentric circles of the skin end. To make this easier, 90% of the time, this is at the center of the big toe. But if you want to do a perfect job, because I believe in being very precise, you should look for the center of the circles on the skin. Look carefully, and you will find them. Here I am indicating the point with the black pen. Let's see if I can zoom in on the zone. Sometimes the image gets a bit unfocused. In any case, take that central point and begin to apply pressure in a circular fashion, as I am doing here in the video. Stimulate this zone several times. The important thing is to keep the toe still with your other hand. So, as with many other massage movements, you'll have to use both of your hands. Keep the big toe still, and with your thumb, stimulate the pituitary gland. Do this on both the right and left foot. This tool here comes from Thailand. Either you can go yourself, or perhaps a friend can go. In any case, try to get a hold of one. They use this tool exactly to massage this particular zone. It costs just a few dollars, so if you have a friend traveling to that part of the world, it's quite easy to find and bring back. It is very useful, as you see here. This tool is in Wenger wood, a special wood. If you cannot get a hold of this pleasant tool, you might try using a pen.
In mancanza di questo oggetto simpatico, potrei usare una penna.
The stimulus will arrive very effectively. Find the center point of the toe and begin. Once again, the movement is performed almost as if you were trying to dig here. See? This zoomed-in image demonstrates a bit better what you need to do. Stimulate each point for about a minute, and then move on to another point. You can come back after a bit. No need to stimulate the same point for 2 to 3 consecutive minutes. Taking the marker, let's now find the soft intestine zone. As you see here, this is found on the central inside part of the foot. Therefore, quite a large zone. Now let's color in this zone. Obviously, I'm showing you an accelerated speed video. You might color this in with just points, rather than using too much ink. You should do the same thing on the other foot. See here? Located right on the inside part of the foot. Go ahead and color the other foot, once again in red, so as to avoid confusion with other zones on the foot. And then we begin to stimulate the foot. Of course, wait a bit for the ink to dry. Here you see the manual movement to use. You, of course, will use the other movement I have showed you. We are doing this slowly. We are massaging only the articulation of the last phalange. Stimulate from the top to the bottom and from the outside part of the foot toward the inside. The important thing is to stimulate the zone. And this is the movement you will make. See how this is really a movement with an intention to dig? These operations should be performed absolutely without cream. Let me show you a zoomed-in image. Try for yourself now to stimulate this zone. Perhaps you can even try the correct massage movement. If you are able, all the better. Otherwise, you will get it sooner or later, but you'll have to wait a bit. See how the zone is becoming a bit red as I'm stimulating it? That is a reaction to reflexology, and it is very desirable, both when it becomes red and when, in other situations, it becomes very, very pale or white. Within this group, there is also the heart point. However, in this moment, see how we have these images that give a dream effect? For now, we are not going to massage this point. I just want you to be able to identify the point. It is easy to find the point if you know where the stomach point is located. So first, we have to find the stomach point, and then right above that is the heart point.